wait for some people to come on board here. And I understand if y'all are busy. It is Christmas weekend. But I had a little bit of time because I'm on a 34-hour restart. So I figured, why not jump on here for a few. Coming to you live from Coachella, California this evening. And yes, if you're watching this on a replay, or if you're going to be on here live, you'll see it too. But Santa says, eat meat and eggs, not sugar. This is my Christmas design, available in my store, my Amazon store. Just go to www.werewolf. I can talk again. www.carnivorewerewolf.com. And werewolf is spelled with an E, not an A, as some people keep asking me. Another thing you're going to see on there is my 2024 World Carnivore Month t-shirt, available now. Got plenty of time before January. It's just around the corner, but you got plenty of time. Pick up your shirt. It's available in t-shirt, sweatshirt, tank top. And these are available in different colors. You can get these in red, you can get them in green. I think there's some grays. Just have to go look. Honestly, I can't remember. But the World Carnivore Month tees are only available in black. They're vibrant, they stand out. I found this is the best color for these particular t-shirts. Remember to get yours. Only $18.99. That's right. You heard that right. Only $18.99. Premium t-shirts. $18.99. My designs. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Or I should say, how is every one of you doing tonight? I see I have one person that's signed in. And like I said when I started this a few minutes ago, I understand if people don't have the time. It is Christmas weekend after all. But I've got the time. And I know a lot of y'all watch these on replay anyway, so it's all good. Oh, we had someone in there and they popped out. Now I wonder, I did post this on a couple Facebook groups that have vegans in them, and I've invited them to ask a 7-year ex-vegan any question. I wonder if we'll have any vegans pop in and ask some questions. They're welcome to. There's one particular one, excuse me, there's one particular one I hope pops in, because he's kind of annoying, but he's kind of a coward too. He's brave with his typing on his social media, but he doesn't like to go one-on-one or debate or anything. So we'll see if he pops in. So as I was showing in my videos the last couple days, I am in Coachella, California, doing a 34-hour restart on my hours. And that is up at 11 o'clock tonight. No, I'm not taking off at 11 o'clock tonight, but my hours reset, so I have a full 70 for the week, starting at 11 o'clock tonight. I'm going to go pick up some produce over in Yuma, Arizona tomorrow, and head to Michigan with it. It delivers Thursday, but I'm going to try and get it in on Wednesday, because I'd like it to be on this pay period. So We'll see what I can do. It's 2,200 miles. It's going to be long days, but I think I can do it. Y'all like the red Christmassy lights? Isn't that kind of cool? Kind of move, and they're LEDs, so the way they capture the light with the shadow and all that, it's kind of cool. At least I think it is. And I've got a remote control here. I can turn this thing into several different patterns. See what I mean? Hello, Carnivore Cheer. Good evening. I know the lights can be distracting, so I'll just set them back on regular solid mode. So how are you this evening, Carnivore Cheer? And can y'all hear me? Or can every one of you hear me, Carnivore Chair? I'm good, thanks. I can hear you fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did fully recharge the Bluetooth, but sometimes there's just little technical glitches. What does your Santa shirt say? Santa says, eat meat and eggs, not sugar. Rachel was wearing hers on one of their broadcasts, Two Crazy Ketos. I sent her a red one, and she absolutely adores it. It's just a fun shirt. And then I was just letting people know too that the World Carnivore Month 2024 t-shirt is available now in my Amazon store. $18.99. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere else on the internet, I guarantee it. Sounds good to me, Santa. Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. The last 2 days, I have really been spoiling myself over at the casino, Spotlight 29, here in Coachella. As you've seen from my videos, I've been eating steak and eggs, or steak with a few bites of mashed potatoes. I do that every now and then, no big deal. That's next up my shirt purchase list. I have to wait till next paycheck. Great shirt. Thank you, I appreciate it. I really do. But yes, I've been spoiling myself. It is expensive eating at a fine dining establishment in a casino like this. Someone was asking me about the cost of the steak the other night. It was a 16-ounce bone-in ribeye with a red wine reduction sauce, and it was absolutely delicious. So that cost me $41 just for the steak. I also had a beer, or half a beer, I should say, Sam Adams. That cost me $7. Gratuity, you know, you got a tip. And, but I won enough money gambling last night that my dinner was free. It works. I did the same thing this morning for brunch. I went in and had that delicious New York strip steak, 5 over easy eggs in butter, excuse me, with some avocado. $34. Oh, and coffee. 1 cup of coffee. Then I went over to one of the machines. Wham bam. $59 win. Brunch was free too. Hello, Cat Diamond. And it's like I was saying when I started this video, I understand if people can't come in here tonight because it is Christmas weekend. But I had a little extra time on my 34-hour restart and thought, why not? Love chatting with you guys. And anytime you guys have a question for me, please, please ask. I am an open book. And yes, I am drinking my non-carbonated Celsius. Peach mango and green tea. Love these. Where in California are you? I'm up near Sacramento. I am in Coachella, California right now. I was at my computer anyway, so no problem. I am working on the next video for my channel. Right on. And I did sub to your channel, by the way. Working on videos. Let me tell you what. Before I became a YouTuber, I had no clue about how much work is involved in producing these videos. Absolutely, Carnivore Chair. And thank you in return. The documentary I've been working on. Understatement of how much work is involved in making a documentary is understated. And I'm doing it without raising money. And I'm doing it by myself. No help. All the editing done myself. All the content created myself, of course. I want to give you guys a look into the life of a truck driver on the carnivore diet, living a carnivore lifestyle. I want to help my fellow brother and sister truckers get their health back, like I did, like I'm still doing. I am a work in progress, as are we all. It takes us a while to create the problems for our body. It takes us a while to solve those problems for our body. I'm discovering how much work it is also, but I don't mind. I need to get more skilled about camera angles, etc. Don't we all? But it's a fun learning experience. It really is. And I absolutely love y'all. I mean, you guys are great. Love talking with you, chatting with you, and answering your questions. Anytime you guys have questions, please feel free to ask. Now, I am in the process of working on a very controversial live in the future. It is with someone in the vegan community that's very outspoken, very big on YouTube. And we have sparred before, but never to this length. I am trying to get them to agree to a one-on-one with me live on YouTube. We'll see. And this is somebody that when I was vegan, because a lot of you know I was vegan for 7 years, I respected this individual and watched their channel all the time. When I left veganism, I took another look at things. I mean, your eyes are open to a whole new world. And when you learn that what we've been taught, what the doctors have been taught, the nutritionists have been taught over the years, over the decades, that it was wrong based on false information, you really start taking a different look at things. And this individual likes to throwback to all the big associations and organizations that recommend these plant-based diets and blah blah blah, all the carbs, all the sugar, and that's all they do. They keep going back to these associations and organizations and saying, well, they say this, they say that. They were wrong because they were taught wrong. Now doctors, including mine, and now this is my primary care in Oregon, hospital doctors and surgeons in Michigan, where I was a few months ago when I was diagnosed with diverticulitis. Excuse me. And I was shocked that they actually were okay with me being carnivore. They're like, go for it. It's the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. It is a proper human diet. And yes, some of them had heard of Ken Berry before. Now, a lot of these doctors and surgeons are from a university, University of Michigan. And so I was expecting them to be more pushing the plant-based agenda. They're actually pretty intelligent. Let me scroll back down here. I don't want to miss anyone's question. I really don't. Okay. Carnivore Cheer. I'm still a work in progress, for sure. I know I can't undo decades of destruction in just a few months. Nope, you can't. Now, you can greatly improve a lot of your conditions in a few months, depending on what they are. But yes, it takes a long time to heal the body. Occasionally I will watch a vegan video so I can better understand their point of view, although I have always known that veganism would never work for me. After my colon surgery, my doctor gave meat the okay for me. What a relief. Right? See, these doctors, they're not so stupid. Once they find out what they were taught was based on falsified information, and once they see all the people that are healing their conditions, eating the most nutrient-dense, proper human diet, which is meat and eggs, they get tired of looking stupid. I would, if I was a doctor, I would get tired of looking stupid. Well, I'm going to recommend this. You need to go on this plan. You need to go on that plan. This is what the ADA says. This is what the American Heart Association says. But they're wrong. And I'm tired of looking like an idiot. Question. At what point did you realize that vegan was no longer working for you? 7 years. 7 years. It took that long. I was brainwashed for 7 years. But see, I was also going by what all these organizations and associations were recommending for food. And it's been wrong. Once I ate my first steak after coming off of veganism, I almost immediately felt 1,000 times better. You hear that all the time from people. Oh, I had that first bite of steak or that first bite of fish, and oh my God, my body just was like, where have you been? I can attest, that's very true. It's a true feeling. And one of the things veganism did to me, and I wasn't aware this was a problem, we've all heard of vitamin K2 now, right? When you go vegan, you're not eating anything with vitamin K2 in it. So one of the things vitamin K2 does is it shows your body where to distribute calcium, for one. It needs to go to the bones. But when you don't have vitamin K2 in your system regulating these things, oftentimes it will build up in your arteries. And that's one thing vegans, sometimes a little too late, come to realize that their arteries have been clogging because they're not giving it the proper nutrition it needs. It's not giving it the vitamin K2. It needs the vitamin K2. You need to eat eggs. You need to eat meat. I hear you on that. I came pretty close to giving up meat a couple of times, but something said don't. I have never liked salad or vegetables, so giving up meat would have been a big problem. Great points about K2. Thank you. It's a learning process. We are all a work in progress. We are all learning. And thank God there are doctors like Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Robert Kiltz, Dr. Paul Saladino. The man is correct about a lot of things. Now, for his body, he can tolerate certain things, whereas maybe someone else can't. It's the old N equals 1 experiment. You need to find out what works for your body, because it's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to any way of eating. But if you're eating an ancestrally correct, proper human diet that we've been eating for, and I'm going to take the low road here because some people say, oh, it's not millions of years. It's about 800,000 years. Okay, I'll take the 800,000 years versus like back in the 1960s, 70s when it started being a push to go plant-based. And that's according to a philosophy. Eating according to a philosophy is a recipe for disaster for your body. Maybe not right this second, because each person's body reacts differently over time. But slowly, if you're eating plant-based, you are harming your body, no matter what the experts say. And never listen to not Dr. Michael Greger. You've heard me talk about him before. He's big in the vegan community. He's written several books, puts out videos, puts out the nutritionfacts.org, which is full of bullshit. And the man has never treated one patient. Don't even think he finished his residency, from what I understand. I don't know, so I'm not going to say that for sure. He's hugely popular, which concerns me. And he's been misleading a lot of people. It's like, yeah, you could look like me. Who wants to look like you? You look malnourished. And I'm going to give you guys a tip right now, right here. You've heard it first from me. I carry this with me all in the right pocket, all the time. This is Redmond's real salt, just the little tiny vial that they sell. And I keep it refilled all the time. When I am feeling off, maybe a little weak, maybe a little dizzy, you take this, pour out a little bit on your hand, lick it right off your hand. Almost instantly, those feelings go away. At least they do for me. Maybe they won't for you. Each person's different. For me, it works great. And then I just chug it with a little water, or in this case, Celsius. You'll thank me for that. You have a little container of Redmond's also. I've done the same as you, and it does help. It does help. It does. And it is the simplest thing. Don't need all these friggin' over-the-counter medicines. No. No. Leave them alone. Use the salt. What else do I need to do? I need to finish my certification for becoming a carnivore diet coach. I'm almost done with it, but I need to finish it. But with all these projects I'm working on, I only have so much time, and I drive up to 11 hours a day in general. You do take magnesium supplements, though, glycinate, Cat Diamond. I bought the rock ones from Redmond's. Me too. I got one right up in my console, right next to where my beverage goes, and I can lick on that thing as I'm driving. Does wonders. Absolutely does wonders. Even when I'm feeling tired when I'm driving, I'll take a few licks of that, a little chug of water. I'm ready to rock and roll again. And it's all natural. There are no ingredients. Now there's someone else I've been kind of watching their, because they have all these little mini videos that they pop out promoting the plant-based diet. And they keep pointing to things like Beyond Meat and Impossible Burgers and Beyond Chicken or Impossible Chicken. I can't remember which one it is. But they cover up the ingredients. When they're showing you the macros, it's like, come on, take your hand off the ingredients. Show everyone that whole friggin' paragraph of ingredients. They won't do it. For years, people were advised to follow a low-fat and low-salt diet. So I wonder how many people are afraid to eat salt. A lot of people are afraid to eat salt. That's why I highly recommend the book, The Salt Fix, by Dr. DiNicolantonio. My wife is one of those people that is afraid of salt. Her doctor keeps saying to avoid salt. She's on water pills. Just having a hard time convincing her, but she's got to do what she's got to do in her own time. The Salt Fix. Highly recommend it. Yes, I do a lot of reading out here. I really do. I lay in my bunk, and when I have some spare time, right? Spare time, I'll crack into a book and learn some more, because I love just soaking that knowledge in, because then I'm better able to explain these things to people when they ask me, instead of saying, oh, I don't know. You're going to have to go see what Dr. So-and-so says about it. I'll tell you what they say about it, and then you can go listen to them further. Those Impossible and Beyond Meat products are a horrific chemical stew that are made in refinery-like facilities. Yes, they are. Cat Diamond, so many doctors out there telling patients that salt is bad and that meat is bad. Yes, they have been for a long time. But now, like I said, doctors are starting to come around because they don't like looking like idiots with their advice. It's ego. Why are a lot of them switching over to supporting meat-based diets now, or animal-based, and supporting the consumption of salt? Answer: they don't like looking like an idiot to the patients. Salt is life. Meat is life. Eggs are life, especially the yolks. If you can't tolerate the whites, at least try and eat the yolks. You've got all the nutrients you need in there. All the nutrients in that one little package that supports life. It will actually form life. You've got all the nutrients in that little package. But some people just feel they need to cling to their medications. It's like, oh, the doctor prescribed this, the doctor prescribed that. Is it helping you? Well, not really. But I'm just going to keep taking this stuff because the doctor says I should. Maybe you need to research and do your own N=1 experiments on yourself. Maybe you need to see if the information they've been giving you hasn't exactly been truthful. It's like Dr. Berry says, a lot of them are ignorant. They just don't know. Until they're slapped in the face with it, with reality, and watch their patients who go on meat-based diets, ketogenic diets, and improve their conditions. Carnivore cheer. Eggs were something I avoided for years until I stopped believing the lies about them. Some plant-based enthusiasts call them cholesterol pills. Now eggs are back in my life. Yes. They were not trained in nutrition. No. Doctors receive minimal information when it comes to nutrition. Now, if you want to talk about nutrition, I highly recommend Judy Cho. I also highly recommend Nicole Malone from Dark Horse Nutrition. You can find her at Former Fat Girl on YouTube. Cholesterol pills. It's fine by me. The body produces 70 to 80% of the cholesterol that's in our system. It's kind of hard to believe that something the body produces so much of is harmful. Doesn't make sense. Carnivore Cheer. I subscribe to Judy Cho's channel. She's great. Yes, she is. Absolutely. And I am so looking forward to seeing her again in Austin, Texas this summer over at Hack Your Health by KetoCon. Yes, I will be there Sunday, June 2nd. It does go from May 31st to June 2nd, but alas, because of scheduling conflicts, I will not be there the first 2 days, but I will be there on Sunday. Guaranteed. Also looking forward to meeting Courtney Luna. Really am. Seeing Coach Bronson again, if he's going to be there. I believe he is. I think Dr. Anthony Chafee's actually going to be there this time. So I'm stoked. No, Dr. Ken Berry and Nisha will not be attending this coming year. So who has some positive updates about their health? I'd love to hear them. Absolutely would love to hear them. Carnivore Cheer. I have less sensitivity in my teeth. Very true. I used to have very sensitive teeth. My teeth, the enamel was chipping away even. Now, the enamel's growing back. My teeth are strong. I mean, I would cut my steak up so small because it hurt my teeth to chew. Not anymore. I've been carnivore. Let's see. Let's count. What is it now? 16 months. Wow. January, I think, will be the 17th month I start into. Isn't it amazing how eating a proper human diet fixes things in your body? Isn't that incredible? It's an incredible feeling to me. Personally, I feel like I'm getting younger. Some people say, oh, you look younger. Some people, vegans mostly, say, you look like an old man. Granted, this May I will be 55. Technically a senior citizen. Do I feel like it? No. Was I starting to feel like it? Yes. Excuse me. Carnivore cheer. The carnivore diet was the only diet that helped me get rid of the belly fat that had plagued me for years. Absolutely. You're giving your body the proper nutrition that it needs. It can get rid of that excess stored fat because it knows it doesn't need it for survival mode. Oh, we're dropping people. Am I that boring? Am I that boring tonight? Sorry, I don't mean to be. Or maybe they're just busy. It is Christmas weekend after all. No, you're not boring. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So are the lights, are the solid lights too much? Is it too distracting? Is it hard on the eyes? Does it work? Because I'm not going to turn the flashing ones on because that is way too distracting. I've had people say that before. So I'll leave them right where they are. No problem with the lights. Okay. Oh, so many projects. Only so much time. But these are goals I've set for myself, and I'm going to complete them, no matter what it is. I'm going to complete the documentary. I'm going to complete the book. I want to have the book out this spring. Before then would be nice. I'd like to have it done way before Hack Your Health by KetoCon. Like I said, I've only got so much time. But I do plan on hopefully having my carnivore diet certification through Rivero Health completed, hopefully by the end of January. Because that's something that'll look better on the back of a book as well. And yeah. And then in the documentary, of course. You don't have a carnivore anniversary. I decided to set one. So my carniversary will now be May 27, 2 years next May. Congratulations. That is awesome. And aren't you so looking forward to World Carnivore Month coming up? All of the opportunities that we have to explain what this is to people, especially if y'all are wearing a World Carnivore Month 2024 t-shirt. Some people will come up to you and ask, what's all that about? It's a great conversation piece starter. Conversation starter. I keep looking here I cannot wait to get home, have the wife give me a proper trim. This gets annoying, but it's like I've said in previous videos. I am married to a hairstylist, and if I go anywhere else other than my wife to have my hair cut, is grounds for divorce. Ask any hairstylist. That's how they are. It's like, well, what if I just go to a barber? I won't go to a woman. I'll just go to a barber. Nope. So, 18 years being married to the woman, 18 years of only one person cutting my hair. It is what it is. When can you arrive home? Yes, World Carnivore Month is a great idea. Great that you're moving towards being a coach. Thank you. Dr. Sean Baker coined the term World Carnivore Month. He created it. I think that was to be competitive with the vegans of Veganuary. Or could have been the opposite. I'd have to look into it. It could have been the vegans created Veganuary after Dr. Sean Baker created World Carnivore Month in January. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up. When can I arrive home? I should be home around January 7th. And then I'll take 5 days off at home, rest and relax, spend time with the family, and then I'll be back out to do it all over again. I am liking not having the Santa beard anymore. Personally, I feel younger this way too. I was starting to feel really old looking when I had that big beard. It was all scruffy and bushy and just all over the place. So does anyone have any plans? What are y'all doing for Christmas? You're going to a restaurant for ribeye. Yeah. That is always a good idea. Now, I try ribeye out here everywhere. I mean, I go so many places. T. Joe's in Wyoming is still, in my opinion, the best ribeye out there. It's a marinated ribeye, and it's delicious. Now, I used to eat like an 6 or 8 ounce steak when I'd go out. I still do on occasion, but now it's usually more like a 10 to 12 ounce steak, or like I did last night, it was a 16 ounce ribeye. I could put those away like there's no tomorrow. Marinated ribeye sounds great. It is. Now, I was talking about this in one of my videos the other day. I keep looking at my neck and all this. This is just a work in progress. When we have all the fat to lose, it's going to hang for a bit. Autophagy takes a while, and neck exercises that help with the elasticity also take a while too. So it's not an instant fix. You're just going to lose all this weight. You're going to look hot, awesome. Eventually, yes, that will come, but it takes time. It took decades for me to do what I did to my body, and I'm okay with it. I am a work in progress, and I'm happy about it. A little bit of salt. Your body will tell you when you need salt. It just does. It's weird, but it works. IQ. Do occasional 72-hour fasts. Do you ever fast? I do intermittent fasting, usually 16 to 18 hours a day. That's about the extent of my fasting. I have not gotten to the point yet where I need to heal my gut and it's like, okay, I'm really sick, feeling in my gut, you know, I'm nauseous, all that. It's like, if that day comes, yes, I will do an extended fast for probably 24 to 34 hours, something like that. A water fast. I'll still be drinking water and taking in salt, but food, no, I wouldn't at that point. Is it healthy? Absolutely. Fasting for 2 days, even 3 days, is not going to harm you at all. Nope. You found an occasional 72 helps me feel refreshed. I've heard a lot of people say that. So is there a different color anyone wants to see with the lights? You name the color, I think I can switch it to that. I'll keep it solid still though. I won't flash them. How about blue? Blue it is. Whew, that's a bright blue. It's a really bright blue. Wow, look at that. Let's try calming that down a little bit. It's still blue, but not as intense. How's that, carnivore chair? If I've missed saying hi to someone, please pop it in the chat again. Sometimes this thing scrolls faster than I can keep up with. Sometimes it stays where it's at for a while too. Awesome, 48 minutes into the live stream and still have people listening and interacting. That's awesome. Nice, I do see some tiny diagonal lines. Yes, and if I move like this, they kind of move with me, don't they? Technology. I even have the capability to turn it to police lights if I want. It's a cool little thing. It cost me a whole whopping $15 at Walmart, you know? The hardest thing with it was getting these dang things to stay up, because this vinyl or leather, whatever it is, I think it's vinyl, is a surface that these little stickums don't like to stick to. So I got some double-sided tape, and that took care of the problem. Got to be creative with these things sometimes. Carnivore Cheer, I hope I'm not dominating the chat here. Everyone else, please feel free to chime in. I can slow down on my comments. You're doing just fine, Carnivore Chair. I mean, we only have 2 people in here. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this live, it's Christmas weekend. I understand if people are not in here. A lot of people are still out finishing up their shopping. Tomorrow should be interesting, to say the least. I'll be driving on Christmas Eve day. I'll be driving on Christmas Day. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Question: how are you doing the documentary? Interviewing fellow truckers, for example? Yes, a few. You will see some individuals with some serious health problems. That's only the tip of the iceberg, though. I'm going where no one else has gone before. And I am effectively working on change in the truck stop industry when it comes to drivers' health and food. Because let's face it, the offerings at truck stops are not that great. Yes, you can get by, but wouldn't you rather thrive? And I can teach them how to do it so inexpensively, less inexpensively than what they're currently paying for their food. So it's a work in progress too. That will be in the documentary as well. Cat Diamond, that will be interesting. I also have, in the future, I'm going to have a sign up when I go to certain truck stops where people can get out and do the werewolf sprint exercise with me. I want people out there moving. I want them getting their cardiovascular system moving without killing themselves. And the werewolf sprints, they work. Carnivore Cheer, I remember you mentioning the poor options in terms of health the stops often have. Yes. But unless people speak up, nothing's going to change. That's how you bring about change. You have to speak up. Otherwise, it's just the status quo and people just keep going on. Oh well, this is what's offered. Got to change those options. Got to change those offerings. Give drivers a good source of food to choose from at these truck stops. Carnivore Cheer, the steak sandwich you told us about had a list of ingredients as long as my arm. Yeah. You mean that steak burger that I exposed Flying J for? You talking about that one? Yep, the steak burger. It's amazing when you look at these packagings. Amazing. You've got to read the ingredients. Same in this grocery store. If you're buying anything that's packaged, boxed, canned, you need to look at the ingredients. End of story. We are responsible for our own health, not your doctor, not the government. I am for me, you are for you. And those who know me already know that I do not mind calling people or businesses out for anything. If it's affecting our health, I'm going to speak up. I will be a voice. I am so excited to get back to the yard on Wednesday. I've got some packages to pick up that I've ordered. I've got the World Carnivore Month 2024 sweatshirt that I'm going to pick up, so I can let you all see how that looks. I also ordered Dr. Squatch Peppermint Frost soap. I'm intrigued. I have the Fresh Falls from Dr. Squatch, which is what I currently use, and it smells amazing. All clean ingredients, all natural ingredients, no chemicals. That's what I love about it. What else do I have? Oh, Keto Chow. I won one of their giveaways, and so they sent me an influencer package. We'll see what that's got involved in it. I've noticed that some beef in the meat section has natural flavor as an ingredient. I'm not happy about that. Natural flavor could mean anything. It could, but I have noticed, especially when it comes to meat, a lot of those natural flavors, not all of them, but some of them will say natural smoke flavor. They just take the smoke essence when they're smoking these meats and they pack it in there somehow. I'm okay with that. It's the same way with some of the pork rinds. I'm okay with that. Like Dr. Berry says, that's probably about 1% of your problem. It's not a big problem, it's maybe 1%. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. As long as you don't have any number. If you have an ingredient list and there's a number next to that ingredient, like such and such color 5 or polysorbate 80, or you know what I mean? If it's got a number, then it was more than likely produced in a lab. For me, off limits. And yes, with some foods, or a lot of foods actually, natural flavors could mean anything. Carnivore cheer, good. I won't fuss about it. Beef is better than anything in a box. It is. And I highly recommend. Now, if you can, great. If you can't, great. Find a local rancher. Get your meat there. Now, when I'm in Michigan, I have a local rancher I go to. They have an outlet store right down the street from my yard. And I'll buy the flash frozen meats there. What are your favorite electrolytes? I'm gonna probably say LMNT. Those are my favorite. I also do Redmond's Relight. I do a Redmond's Relight hydration capsule at night that makes sure that I don't have any cramping in my legs. Works great. And then I also do, from time to time, I will do the Propel, just for electrolytes. Just depends on how I'm feeling for the day. Thanks, I will look into local rancher availability. They're out there, you just gotta go look, just gotta go find them. And you have a better chance of your meat quality being a lot better too. That doesn't mean that Walmart meats or Costco meats are bad. They're not. They're perfectly fine. And Dr. Ken Berry will agree with that. The dog lover, hi, how's the weather there? I'm in Illinois. Pretty nice day here. Well, right now, it's dark. It's clear. And currently is 67 degrees. It was rainy the other day, sunny yesterday for the most part, sunny today. I can't complain. Pretty nice day in Illinois. That's awesome. Especially this time of year, right? Take it while we can. I am really enjoying this El Nino winter because so far it's been pretty mild. I'm hoping it stays that way. I run so much better if I don't have to deal with snow and ice. And I am out here to make money to support my family. I'm the sole provider for my family, and that's why I stay out as long as I do. My wife's okay with it. We just enjoy our time when I'm home, and that's how it is. I appreciate the milder weather also. Absolutely. Well, we got 4 people in here. Hello and welcome. If I haven't said hello to you, pop in the comments and in the chat here and introduce yourself, say hi, or just say hi, whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Glad you're here. I know you could be other places. It is Christmas weekend, but I do appreciate you popping in here to say hi. We are loving the weather. Can't complain about the weather. Nope. Loving it. And they even said it was going to be so wet and floody out here. Don't even have that. I am pleased. We will hope it stays that way. Because I got to drive tomorrow. Go down to Yuma, Arizona, where I am picking up a produce load going to Michigan. That will get me back by the yard on Wednesday so I can pick up my packages. So stoked about that. And of course, I will share in a video or live, haven't decided which. Will you be able, let's see, the dog lover, will you be able to be home for Christmas? I hope so. No. I will be home around January 7th, where I will take 5 days off with my family. Then I'll come out here and do it all over again. I am the low man on the totem pole here because, as some of you know, and some of you don't, the company I was working for over 5 years suddenly closed its doors. Just no notice, just closed the doors. Didn't pay us until about a month later. Finally got paid, but there was a month of no pay. So I was fortunate to be able to walk across the street to another company, and they hired me immediately, and here I am. I've been here for 3 months now. Very happy. And yes, the equipment is wonderful. So my wife and I will celebrate Christmas when I come home. And our dog, Jackson. Will you be on the road all day on Christmas, or will you be able to stop someplace for dinner? I will stop someplace for dinner. I will find a Christmas dinner somewhere. A lot of the truck stops are having them, and I can modify it to my needs. A lot of places are doing like a turkey dinner for Thanksgiving or a ham dinner. I can totally do that. I don't have to eat all the other stuff that comes with it. I can just say, I just want the meats. That's all I'm going to eat. What does your shirt say? It says, Santa says, eat meat and eggs, not sugar. And I'll show this one again. This is my new design for World Carnivore Month 2024. It's available now, $18.99 in my Amazon store. Just go to carnivorewerewolf.com. That'll take you right to the store. Click that top link. Now this shirt here, if anyone watches Two Crazy Ketos, Rachel was wearing hers that I sent her. It was a red one, and she absolutely adores it. It's a fun shirt. Well, it's a good conversation starter. Carnivore cheer. Yesterday I ate some Wagyu beef patties. Delicious. Yep. Very good. Very tasty. And I still only season with Redmond salt. It's tasty to me. And very clean. And yes, I have several bottles of Redmond's on board. And I keep my little vial filled all the time. In my pocket. Because like I said, if I'm feeling weak, a little dizzy maybe, just off even, into the palm, lick it up, good to go in a minute or two. Me too. I never imagined I could enjoy a beef patty without ketchup. Now I do have ketchup from time to time. I will use a sugar-free ketchup. Primal Kitchen puts out a real good one. So does G. Hughes. They're both good. As far as clean, I'd go with the Primal Kitchen. I should say, as far as cleaner, I would go with the Primal Kitchen. And they make a regular ketchup and they make a spicy ketchup. They have both. Does anyone have any questions for me? I'd love to answer them. I think the lighting's just about right for doing this. Background isn't too bad. I've got the side lights on my bunk and then underneath the microwave on. So it seems to work okay. Until I get one of those big rings for doing podcasts that people buy. The dog lover. I have been on carnivore since March. I'm down 40 pounds and I feel wonderful. Huzzah! Absolutely. That is awesome. Carnivore Cheer. Question. How do you work on your book? Do you write a few pages a day or a few times a week? I write whenever I have time. Open up the laptop and start writing. I also have a little tiny journal I keep up above my visor, or above the visor area. There's a storage space up there. And if I come up with an idea while I'm driving, I'll write it down real quick. Because let's face it, I have a lot of time to think about things when I'm driving. And I think about a lot of things. But I don't want to forget these things, so I write them down. That's right, huzzah! You're doing awesome. And doesn't it feel good to feel good? Doesn't it feel good to get some of that visceral fat off of your body? I know your organs are appreciating it. Mm-hmm. I love dogs too. I love my Jackson. Can't wait to get home, play with him. He won't leave my side for a few days once I'm home. He will not leave my side. Visceral fat, I call it vicious fat. Good way to look at it. Because it is vicious to your body and your organs. Absolutely. Oh, I will address this because, as some of you have seen on my videos, my Vlogmas videos that I've been doing, I did one today. I did indulge in a little treat. I do that from time, as Dr. Robert Kilt says, from time to time. It's okay, just not all the time. They had a little coffee shop inside the casino, and I had a small white chocolate mocha with heavy cream. That's it, nothing else. Carnivore cheer. I love dogs also, but few apartments around here allow dogs. Mm-hmm. You might check into getting a what do you call them? ESA, emotional support animal certification if you do get a dog, because then these apartments can't deny you, and they can't charge you pet rent. They can't do any of that, because that's what we do. We don't get charged pet rent. We don't get charged anything in regards to Jackson. He is an emotional support animal for my wife. He can pretty much be taken anywhere. Pretty much anywhere. Carnivore cheer, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing. Absolutely. Just look up ESA, emotional support animal, and you should be able to find it online pretty easily. And it's possible that since we've mentioned it on here, you might start seeing some ads pop up for it in your Facebook feed. I don't miss the sweets this year. I don't keep anything like that around. Awesome. Yeah, once in a while, like I said, I'll do a white chocolate mocha with heavy cream. Very rarely. Like, I don't know, maybe once every 2 or 3 months I might have a small one. Just depends. Do I need them? No. Do I enjoy them? Yes. Can my body tolerate them? Yes. I'm definitely looking forward to trying the Keto Chow peppermint, the new one that just came out. Looks amazing. Or sounds amazing. Yeah. So hopefully that's one of the flavors that they sent me in my influencer pack that they sent out. I'll let you know Wednesday. Carnivore cheer, I don't keep sweets around either. If I open a package of cookies, game over. I can't eat just a couple of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And some people can't. They can't regulate. And that's fine, because you know your limitations. But it sounds like you have a good handle on the situation. That's awesome. Oh, this hair. Can't wait to get this trimmed. Keeps popping out. So annoying. And yes, I got into a little argument today. I had to put my 2 cents in. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. A lot of people disagree with that, but it's a Christmas movie. Yippee-ki-yay. Now, with me and sweets, I realized that I had control over it once I was able to go into a truck stop, walk up and down the sweet aisles, and not buy a thing. Excuse me. Carnivore Cheer. I watched A Christmas Carol with George C. Scott as Scrooge. I enjoyed it. Awesome. That is a good one. I also enjoy the one with Patrick Stewart as Scrooge. That's a good one too. And my favorite George C. Scott movie of all time is Taps. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. No, it's not a Christmas movie, but it's a damn good movie with a lot of well-known actors in it. Let's see, Dog Lover, all my inflammation is gone. No more pain. Doesn't that feel wonderful? I think it's awesome. It's awesome. I'll check out Taps. George C. Scott is a great actor. He is. And after watching that movie, you tell me that's not your favorite George C. Scott movie, okay? All right, we got 4 or 5 people in here. We got 2 likes. Hey, hit the likes, people. It helps YouTube with the algorithm. Let them know to share this a little more. I know it's not much, but every little bit helps. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. Great to hear that your information is done. Absolutely. Just click like. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Is the video quality of this okay? Is it coming through okay? Not choppy with people? Because it looks good over here. So I think it's okay. I guess it depends on your signal, right? Yeah. Feels good to get that Santa beard off. It really does. I'm going to be sleeping tonight, I'll tell you that. I'm tired. Like, legitimately going to sleep tonight tired. Not weak. There's a difference. Video quality seems fine to me. It's a great Christmas present to myself, the carnivore way of life. Let's give everyone a clap. Applause for yourself, for your choices, for your healing journey, for the future you are building for yourself and your family. We're moving forward, people. We're moving forward. Oh, I really hope one of these days I can get these vegan influencers that I was talking about to come on and debate me. I really do. Because I've got it from both sides. I got it from their angle, and I've got it from the right angle. I was brainwashed in veganism for 7 years, eating according to a philosophy, which is no part of a proper human diet. You're malnourishing yourself if you're eating plants. If you're not eating meat and eggs, or at least meat, you're hurting yourself. Maybe not right now, but in the future. Carnivore chair, yes. Carnivore for good, yes. And I can't stop talking about it, and I won't stop talking about it. I want to help people, especially my fellow brother and sister truckers out here, who are the worst metabolic in health in any industry. Healing is coming, but only you can make it happen. Nobody can force you to do it. As Lisa Wiedemann, Dr. Lisa Wiedemann says, you've got to find the why that makes you cry. When you come to that point in your life, you're going to change, and you're going to start eating the right things in a proper human diet. I wish I knew what I know now years ago. Yes. It would have been nice, wouldn't it? Yep. But we found out before it was too late. Got to look at it that way. But yes, I wish I could have started eating this way in my early 20s. Then maybe I wouldn't have as much gray hair. Is it possible? Some people say it's getting darker. I don't know. Maybe. I feel the same way, but better late than never. Absolutely. And yes, I do have some upcoming interviews with some more popular YouTubers in the carnivore community. I'll let you know about those when they pop up. The biggest thing with me when it comes to interviews is time scheduling. And not only do I have to have the time to do it, I also have to be in a place that has a good mobile data signal for it to happen. So I have to look ahead as to where I'm going to be on certain days to make it happen. I'm concerned that many children are being told in school to avoid meat, and some schools have meat-free days. Unfortunately, yes. You'll find those in a lot of liberal states. Unfortunately. Now, the funny thing is, like all these people in government around the world, that like this COP28 that they recently had, this group of governments and countries getting together, trying to encourage the people to go plant-based. They themselves were served barbecue, filet mignon, burgers, steaks. Hello, they want you to eat the mush. The masters eat the meat, the slaves eat the mush. You've heard Dr. Robert Kilt say that a lot. It's very true. And there is an agenda at play, in play. What's behind it? I've said it before. Money and control of the people. It's sad when they do this and indoctrinate our children into so many things, including not eating a proper human diet. Makes them easier to control, to bring into the next generation of plant-based puppets. Easily susceptible to do what the government tells them to do. Good grief, talk about hypocritical, right? Dog lover, you're so right. Now, if more people could open their eyes to these things, it's right in front of them. It is in front of them. lot of people just don't like that feeling that they've been wrong. They've been listening to the wrong people. And they don't like it. I don't care if you like it or not. Do you like your life? Do you like not having inflammation? Do you like not having all these diseases? You got to follow the truth no matter where the truth leads you. Even down this rabbit hole. And holy cow, it's a rabbit hole. Once you're down it, you are down it. Conspiracies? Well, it's kind of funny. Conspiracies usually end up to be true. I like my health no matter what they try to make us believe. Absolutely. And that's another reason why I say, if you can, try and find a local rancher, because they're going to have control over what they put in the meat than some of these bigger companies that are going to probably fall into the trap of maybe putting things in your meat that you don't want there. But for now, it's okay. Enough people fight back, enough people bring these things to light, they'll never be able to make this happen. Keep healing. Be the example in your own life where people can see the results. They're not just being told a story. If they know you, they see you, they can't deny what's right in front of them. The dog lover, I have been trying to convince my grown kids to get on board. Hopefully they will try in the new year. Be the example. Let them see you. Let them see how you are feeling. Let them see that you're not in pain, that you're healing issues that you had. That is the best thing that people can see, is you as an example. One hour, 27 minutes in, 3 people, 4 likes. Hey, it's something. It's something. I'm not everybody's kettle of tea, as they say, but I appreciate you being here. And for those who put up with me, thank you. Yes, I tend to ramble on sometimes. Don't we all? But I just have that feeling of having all this information that I've learned, that I'm experiencing, and I want to share that with everybody. It makes me feel good. Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep tonight, definitely. I hope my load's ready fairly early tomorrow. I'd like to get a good jump on it. Technically, they said it wasn't supposed to be ready till 6 o'clock tomorrow night on Christmas Eve, but then they sent our company a message saying they're closing early at 2 p.m. So I called yesterday, and they said the best thing to do is show up. They open at 8 tomorrow, so I'll show up around 10:30, somewhere in that range. And they said that I have to be out of there by 1 p.m. So my trailer should be loaded before 1 p.m. Carnivore cheer, I hope they will too. Yep. Children are funny, even if they're grown children. They got to see it. They got to see it with their own eyes. They got to feel it. They got to experience it with you. I have to sign off now. Great chatting with you, and everyone, safe travels. Thank you, Carnivore Chair. Blessings to you and your family. thank you for tuning in, and we will have more lives in the future, I promise. And if I don't talk to you before then, Merry Christmas. That goes to all of you. Merry Christmas. This is Christmas weekend. And I'm going to sign off here in about 10-15 minutes. Call it good for the night. Until the next live. There will be another live coming up in the near future. I try to give as much advance notice on these as I can, but it just depends on where I'm at, if the mobile data signal is good or not. I have to take all these things into account. Let's see, that's blue. Let's see, what do you think? Go green? Red. There's another Christmas color. That one's not as bright on the background, I don't think. Maybe. Dog lover, good night. Carnivore cheer. Merry Christmas to you. Absolutely. Ooh, now I can really see that hair sticking out. Dang. I can't even take scissors and cut this off myself because the wife has seen it. So if it's missing, but it's a promise I made, and I keep my promises to my wife the best that I can. I'm just grateful that she's an understanding wife and knows that I have to be out here to make the money to support the family. I've been doing this for 18 years. Mm-hmm. Now that's when I feel old. When I hear the words 18 years, I don't feel old. I only feel old because I hear the number 18. 18 years of being an over-the-road truck driver. But I used to feel worn down, weak. Not like this. Not on carnivore. I got more energy than I know what to do with. And some of you have already experienced this. I do not require as much sleep as I used to. I can wake up fully refreshed and recharged with minimal sleep. One of the powers of carnivore, eating a proper human diet. Now that goes for carnivore, ketovore, keto. It's all in the ketogenic community, and it's all part of a proper human diet. Proper human diet. Mm-hmm. Any final questions before we sign off? Ask me anything. Ask me as a carnivore, ask me as a truck driver, ask me as a 7-year ex-vegan. I am an open book. See? Look at all the energy I got. I know I gotta sleep tonight, but I'm not exhausted. There's a difference. Oaktown Girl, sorry I'm late, new to your channel. We'll catch the replay. Welcome. I will be on here for about 5 more minutes. If you have a question, feel free to ask me. It's great to have you here. On the PhD web. Perfect. Thank you. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Please, please, please. Got great things coming. 2024 is looking awesome. The dog lover, do you prepare your food in your truck? Oftentimes I do. I do have videos on my channel with me cooking in the truck, showing what I eat. Yes, I do also eat out from time to time. This weekend, I have been eating out because I'm on a 34-hour restart. I was at a casino that had really good food, really good steak. You love ex-vegans. Awesome! I'm a 7-year ex-vegan. You know, I think I like this setup better than the one sitting in the driver's seat. For one, I'm closer to the camera. Two, it seems to be at a better angle. I think I'm going to do this from now on for my lives. What do you think? And what part of the world are you from, Oaktown girl? And while I'm here, before I sign off, I will say, Santa says eat meat and eggs, not sugar, available in my Amazon store, as is the now available, because we got January World Carnivore Month coming up, the World Carnivore 2024 very vibrant colored t-shirt, $18.99 in my Amazon store at carnivorewerewolf.com. I first learned about the health harms of the vegan diet from an excellent channel called Vegan Deterioration. Yes, that is a good channel to watch. I think I've been on there actually as a carnivore from an ex-vegan. They got a clip of me somewhere. I think it's that channel. How did you come to carnivore from vegan? I did not like what was going on with my health. Felt crappy. I was in pain. I had arthritis. Driving up to 11 hours a day, my leg would be killing me, my right leg, right below the knee. I had GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, that I was diagnosed with by a doctor in California. I was on blood pressure medicine, 2 types, lisinopril and atenolol. I had brain fog, I had IBS, I had other issues, all went away. But I found carnivore through Dr. Sean Baker's book, The Carnivore Diet. I was just looking online, looking for different diets, different things to eat to heal my body, because I knew that food was very important for the body, and what we feed it is essential. So I came across the carnivore diet, looking on Amazon, and it's like I'd never heard of this before, so I ordered it. It came. I read it in like 2 or 3 days. Started learning. And then I found Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. Started learning a lot. And then other carnivore doctors and keto doctors. Nutritionists like Judy Cho. So I have been carnivore for 16 months now. Oaktown Girl, I'm on YouTube all the time and only found out about carnivore last month. Definitely they don't want folks knowing about this. No, they do not. But, like I was saying earlier in the video, and as I say in my videos that I do on my channel, doctors are starting to come around. Why? Ego. The reason I say that, they see what's happening with their patients. And when their patients go carnivore or go on a ketogenic diet, and their conditions start healing, vastly improving. They go off of medications with the doctor's advice to do so. Like me. I talked to my doctor about blood pressure medicine, and after I'd been on carnivore for a while, weaned me off of lisinopril and atenolol completely. It was about a 2-week wing off. But doctors don't like looking like idiots to their patients. So they see these things happening with their patients. They start doing research. They start, you tell them to go listen to Dr. Ken Berry and others on YouTube who are professional doctors who have discovered that ketogenic diets heal the body. Carnivore is an ultimate elimination diet where you will put the good things in your body, keep the bad stuff out, and then different foods that you like to eat, you reintroduce one at a time after a good 90 days of being on carnivore. I always recommend 120 days. That's my personal recommendation. But then you'll see what your body can tolerate, what it can't, what it feels good with, what it doesn't feel good with. Oaktown Girl, I did subscribe to your channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And while you're doing it, maybe you can hit that little like button. That'd be nice. It's just something that lets YouTube algorithms know that people are liking the content, and they tend to show that a little more. Carnivore has been a godsend. Keto kept me in food issues. Carnivore is an ultimate elimination diet. You're getting rid of all the bad crap, keeping the good stuff in, the bad stuff out. Now, some people, they go and switch like me. Now I go between carnivore, ketovore, and keto, but I'm probably 85 to 90% carnivore. Once in a while, I'll throw a little ketovore in, maybe even keto. But from time to time, as Dr. Robert Kiltz says. Already hit the button. Thank you so much, Oaktown Girl. It is highly appreciated. Does anyone have any questions for me before we sign off? I would be happy to answer them. Excuse me. That would be the Celsius. Now, I do occasionally have a Celsius, but I do best with the non-carbonated one. They have one non-carbonated one. It's peach mango and green tea. Very tasty, pretty clean ingredients. I got turned on to these by Joe and Rachel from Two Crazy Ketos. If you don't follow their channel, I highly recommend it. Two Crazy Ketos with a K. Anybody have any questions? We're all our own crazy. The crazy is in the eye of the beholder. I tend to look at it more like just being full of energy. And I love being full of energy. I love not feeling weak, not feel like doing anything. I didn't like feeling like that. Now, I feel I can do anything. Oaktown Girl, my health issues demanded I not go cold turkey, but I'm carnivore now except for 1 cup of coffee. I'm getting primary support from Ken Berry and Steak and Butter Gals groups. Good. Awesome. Bella is an outstanding person in this community. Highly recommend her. And of course, Dr. Ken Berry, the #1, in my opinion, resource for carnivore diet. Ken Berry, Dr. Sean Baker, who wrote the book, The Carnivore Diet, highly recommend. Dr. Anthony Chafee, highly recommend. Dr. Robert Kiltz, Dr. Lisa Wiedemann, nutritionist Judy Cho. And I also recommend my friend Nicole Malone of Dark Horse Nutrition, former fat girl, on YouTube. Good night. And I think I'm going to call this good. Get in, get a little bit of sleep, take off, go get that load tomorrow morning. And thank you for all who came in. I really appreciate it. I know it's Christmas weekend, and I sincerely feel blessed that you came in here and spent some time with me. Thank you so much. Oaktown Girl, I know that's what you meant. Chafee, not Charger. I know. I know what you were saying. So y'all, if you know anybody that you think could benefit from my channel, make sure you share, like, subscribe. Let them know about this channel. We're going to be doing so much in 2024. The book coming out. We've got the documentary coming out. More shirts will be coming out. I'm working on more designs. Yes, I am. Just so much time. I drive up to 11 hours a day, so time-wise, I do what I can. I know the stupid autocorrect, sometimes it really puts weird stuff out there. It's like, I did not say that. Where did you come up with that? How? Technology, gotta love it. Take the good with the bad, right? But y'all have a wonderful night, a blessed weekend. If I don't talk to you before then, Merry Christmas to y'all. And yes, I say y'all because I'm originally from Texas. It's a Southern thing. Good night, everybody.